Hello everybody, this is Hornlets here, and welcome back for more Let's Touch The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last episode, we got everything that was left to get in the overworld outside of Clocktown, and in this episode, we're going to be getting the last few things that we have to get in Clocktown, and then we're going to be going up to the moon, finally, after way too long. So yeah, let's get on our merry way. So the first thing that we have to do is we're going to be going and buying a bunch of bombs, and so we need to go and take out a bunch of money. So let's just go into here. We still have, like, way too much money in the bank from when we had to get the heart piece. So yeah, let's just take out 500 rupees. I don't actually need 500. I only probably need about, like, 300 or something, but I'm too lazy to do the math, so I'm just going to take out 500. Plus, it's a little bit faster to actually like go over and take out 500 as opposed to actually figuring out the math and taking out that specific amount, so yeah. And it's not like we need money for anything else, so it's not going to be a waste of money. So yeah. Now, just gonna buy a bunch of, probably about, I think that was 30 bombs, I wasn't really counting, and then about 40 bomb shoes. That should be way more bombs than I actually need, but I just want to be absolutely extra safe because I've been known to fail hovers before, so yeah. So now I just want to get over to the, actually, hold on. There's one thing else that I want to mention. If you look on the pause screen, you'll notice this right here. You'll notice I have an empty bottle over the Deku Nut slot. This actually doesn't count towards 100%. Technically, right now, I do not have any Deku Nuts. And, like, if I were doing a 100% speedrun and this was left in there, in the, like, on the pause menu at the end of the game, it technically would, I'm pretty sure it would invalidate the run. So I actually want to come in here and buy some more Deku Nuts, just so that I don't actually, forget that. So yeah, let's go and do that. There we go. Now I can officially submit this speedrun to Zelda speedruns or something. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, so now at this point I'm going to be going and getting the last 3 heart pieces that we have to get in the game, and, or no, not in the game, sorry, in Clocktown. I keep forgetting that there are heart pieces on the moon. I don't know why I keep forgetting that though. But anyways, so yeah, the first 2 that I'm going to be getting are right at the same spot. They're in the grandma stories. If you remember, like, way back at the beginning of the series, we went and advanced time quicker with the grandma stories. Well, that's what I'm going to be doing right now, except I'm going to be getting heart pieces from them, because we have the All Night's Mask. Or All Night Is it All Night's Mask or All Night Mask? I'm going to check. I'm actually, like, it doesn't really matter, but I'm seriously curious. It's All Night Mask, okay. I could not remember. But anyways, that's completely trivial, but whatever. So now that we're in here, we're just going to come and take this and talk to this grandma, and we're going to read these stories. Now, these stories, I'm not actually going to, like, go and read through all of the individual text boxes. That would take quite a long time. But I just do want to mention that it is really cool that the game actually did this. So they actually put in this, like, this stuff. It's a little bit of lore, I guess you could say. And it's actually kind of cool. So I would definitely recommend looking at that on your own time if you haven't. But yeah, since this is a glitch series, I'm not exactly going to be showing it off. I mean, not that that's a big surprise, because I haven't been showing off any of the rest of the plot, but whatever. So yeah, now, I didn't mention it, but she asks you a question both times that you do the 2 different stories. Oops, I actually chose the wrong one. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to read the story again. But yeah, so there's actually a wrong answer in each one. You have to answer the correct one to get the heart piece. The first one, you actually have to answer the correct answer. The second one, for some reason, if you do answer the correct answer, she doesn't give you the heart piece, as I demonstrated earlier by accident. So you actually have to say, I don't know. And the grandma's just like, oh, well, you tried anyways, so here, have a heart piece. Is that supposed to be positive reinforcement, or I don't even know. But anyways, so now that we're done with that, we just need to go and grab the last heart piece that we have in the overworld, and then we can get up to the moon. Oh, actually, I forgot. The last heart piece is the one in Mayor Detour's office, which is in, of course, whatever this place is called. The mayor's residence, there we go. But, of course, it's not 10 o'clock in the morning yet, so we actually can't go in. But fortunately, I do have one thing that I want to show off in the meantime. This is actually a glitch that when I first started the series, it hadn't been discovered, so I guess there's an upside for me delaying this series this long, but whatever. Anyways, so what I'm going to do, this unfortunately time isn't going to be passing really while I show this off, but I still want to show it off anyways. Excuse me. So basically, this takes place on the pause menu, actually. And what I wanted to show off was, so right here, I'm just going to equip it over the bunny hood just because, I don't know, there isn't really a reason it's the bunny hood. It works with any item for the most part, but basically what I want to do is I'm going to put my cursor over the bunny hood icon right here, switch the screen sideways, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the screen back to the menu that I was just on, and then I'm going to hit, in this case at least, up left and one of the C buttons at the same time, and something interesting is going to happen. Right there. You can see that I have two bunny hoods on my C buttons now. And you can actually even take that further, if I can get this. This is a frame perfect trick, but let's see if I can get it the other way. I don't know. I don't actually know if it works this way. Yeah, I don't know. But basically, anyways, but you can go further. I could equip 3 bunny hoods if I wanted. And if you actually like go and test this out, you'll see like I press C. I'm pressing C right now, and then I'm pressing C down right now. Like they both actually work as bunny hoods, and so you can actually equip multiple of the same item. And if you'll notice on the actual pause screen, it says that I have the Deku Mask equipped, but it's clear I don't have a Deku Mask equipped. So it basically, what this does is, whenever you put your cursor over any item, it puts a value somewhere in the game's code that tells the thing basically what to equip when you hit a C button. And basically, when you switch over, this little like icon right here that says Z on it that the cursor is over right now, it doesn't have a value, and so it doesn't update the value because you can't actually equip this. So at that point, if you switch, when you're switching, it has a bit of a weird value, or a weird there's a bit of a weird phenomenon. Basically, you can like move the cursor while the thing is turning, but only like right at the very end. And there is one frame while you're doing that where the value doesn't actually update. Because like as soon as you move this button over, it will update to the Deku Mask value, unless it's on that like one frame while the screen is turning. And so if you actually hit a C button on that moment, it will think, okay, the value says to equip, in this case, the bunny hood, and then it looks what slot the cursor is over to actually like put the little white box there around it, and it sees, oh, I'm on the Deku Mask slot, so I must have equipped the Deku Mask, so it puts the box over the Deku Mask thing, and so it thinks I have the Deku Mask equipped. And so anything that happens to whatever's equipped over this slot, like it will affect this slot, not this one. So basically, this does have a use, which I wasn't able to use it here, but I would have used it had I been able to. But if you remember way back when we had to gather all 7 eggs to get the New Wave Bossa Nova, well, you can actually skip that now. You can get 1 egg and deposit all 7 eggs now just by doing that. You get an egg in one of the bottles, and then you just do this glitch, which I believe the name was. I believe they settled on Equip Swap as the name. I might be wrong about that, but that's what it was for the longest time, at least. So I think that's what I'm calling it. But yeah, but with that, you can basically duplicate eggs. The downside to that being whatever you duplicate the egg over, like the slot will actually be duplicated over, and so you will have a bottle over whatever slot. So I believe in any % speedruns now, they actually equip over the Deku Mask and turn the Deku Mask into a bottle, so you can't use the Deku Mask after a certain point in the run, which is kind of cool, actually. It's really cool that the run actually does that now. But yeah, that's one of the cooler glitches in this game, and there's even other uses for it in like 100%. For instance, when you're going to donate, when you're going to give the mailman the letter, like the express letter to Mama or whatever, you can actually put the cursor over that, come completely out of the pause menu, give him the menu, or give him the thing, give him the letter, and then you can actually re-equip it after you've given it away, and like then you'll have it again, and you can use it a second time, and it's really cool. But yeah, anyways, Now that it's 10 o'clock, now that I've wasted all of this time, we're going to get the final heart piece, which involves the couple's mask, in the mayor's office here. So let's just go and do this. So this part doesn't really make sense to me. So for some reason, the idea behind this argument that's happening between these two people, or these groups of people, is that the one group of people wants the festival to still go on, despite the fact that the moon is literally going to crash into the thing. And the other guys are, like, saying, no, we need to get out because, like, we're going to die if we do that. And then for some reason, coming into that room with the proof of marriage, basically, for some reason, that makes it better, and that makes the mayor realize, oh, family's more important than literally saving everybody in the town, or not even family, but, like, I don't know, it seems really weird to me. I never really understood it. But anyways, enough about that. Now we are going to go into the clock tower, and so I have to wait until midnight, right? Because that's when it opens. Yeah, right. Okay. So basically, I mean, I bought a bunch of bombs. I might as well use them. So basically, yeah, I can actually do a hover into here. But actually, first, before I do that, I just want to show you, I have 19 hearts right now. The last 4 heart pieces are on the moon. And then I have double magic. I have the gilded sword, as you saw there, on the B button. I have every item here, and I refilled in this button right here so that it's actually Deku Nuts and not a bottle. And then these 3 slots right here are just for, like, temporary items. I have all the bottles and everything. I have all of the masks except for this one, which is on the moon. And I've beaten all the 4 dungeons. I have the mirror shield, I've got the biggest bomb bag, biggest quiver, and the gilded sword. I've got all the songs. If you look in the bomber's notebook, I have absolutely everything filled out, all 20 ribbons there on the side, and I have the entire map filled out, as you can see by the lack of clouds. So, without further ado, now that I've shown you all of that, let's just hover into here. So hopefully I can do this. What? You can actually hover behind this thing? Interesting. Anyways, I need to turn around. There we go. Okay, so I needed to unlock my camera, and now I just need to turn around in midair, which, there we go. And then I'm just going to do one more backflip, and hopefully that should put me in the loading zone, like that. So now that we're in the clock tower, actually, one thing I want to mention real quick first is that the sky in this area, you would think that because you can only ever be in this area like after the night of the final day, or during the night of the final day, basically, you would think that, like, the sky would be a set color or something, but it's not. Like, it's supposed to be, like, dark blue or whatever right now, kind of like, you know, the night sky or whatever, or maybe like a sunrise or something. I forget exactly what it's supposed to look like, but that's not the case. I guess the reason that they left it where, like, the time of day actually does affect what's happening in here, at least with the sky, is because of the whatever it's called, the fact that, like, you can enter anytime after midnight, and the sky does change between midnight and 6 a.m., so I guess that's what it was. But I don't know, I still think it's really cool that even, like, times that you aren't supposed to be in here, the sky still makes, like, the sky is still that color. Even if it was, like, broad daylight and everything, it would be nice and blue in here. And it's kind of weird like that. But anyways, now that this cutscene has started, we're going to skip this cutscene, because this cutscene is probably the longest cutscene in this game. And it's, like, it takes probably 5-6 minutes or something. It's really annoying. But, I do want to mention that this is actually my favorite cutscene in the game. It's like my favorite song is playing, which is The Calling of the Four Giants, which is basically just an orchestral version of The Oath to Order. But it's just, it's a really cool cutscene. But, of course, it is long, and I haven't been showing cutscenes, so why would I show this one? So yeah, I'm just going to cut this out. Okay, so now that we're on the moon, we can finally, actually, wait, I should use the Goron mask, because that's a lot faster. We can finally go and get to the last 4 heart pieces and finally go and beat the game. So, yeah, I'm just going to be using the Goron to roll to the tree each time, because that's the fastest way of doing it. So yeah, now the way that this works is there are these 4 guys that are running around here, and we just need to talk to them in whichever order, really. It doesn't matter, but, so each of these guys is wearing a mask that's associated with, or that's one of the boss masks. So this one's the Gyorg mask, and because Gyorg was the boss of the third dungeon, we have to give 3 masks each time we talk to this guy, which is twice. So we have to give him 6 masks total. Now, this one is... This little, like, trial area, I guess you could call it, is probably the worst of all of them. It's the most annoying. Well, actually, I didn't think it was the most annoying, but, like, it's... Literally all it is, like... You have to go down this little path, and it splits into 2, and then that splits into 2, and that splits into 2 again, and it's like... It's kind of just like, guess which way you need to go. I mean, fortunately, I know which ways you need to go. You need to go lefts, right, and then one more left, and then you will get to the heart piece. And actually, there are a couple different ways you can get to here, so it's not like it's, you know, the hardest thing in the world, but yeah, so right here we've got the heart piece. Now, normally what you're supposed to do at this point is you're supposed to go there, and that warps you back to the beginning, but... That's lame. So you actually can, if you go at a specific angle, or, like, you can actually, like, travel backwards. Normally you're not supposed to be able to, because, like, yeah, like, see, as you can see, like, the water's kind of, like, pushing you backwards. But if you're, like, right up next to the wall here, that doesn't happen, and you can, like, go into a different path, which, the one that's just to the left here, or I guess to the right, depends on which way you're looking. That is where this guy is. So then I can just equip this stuff again, and let's talk to the guy. Oops, he wants me to take the mask off. Jeez. Come on, why can't I wear a mask? Can you... There we go, okay. Don't put that on. Okay, talk to the guy, okay. I'm getting very confused. Alright, so yeah, we just need to give this guy 3 more masks, and as a kid, I always hated these parts because I never wanted to give my masks away. Like, there were some that I didn't care about, like the circus leader's mask or whatever. Like, I never cared about that one, so I didn't bother, or so I gave that one away. But, like, the bunny hood, that was, like, one of my favorite masks as a kid. I was never able to give that away. And, I mean, I never beat the game 100% as a kid, so I didn't even, like, I didn't have to, sort of thing. But it was, like, that was, like, the hardest thing for me, was trying to give that away, and I couldn't do it. Oops, he wants me to take the mask off again. So picky, these guys. Anyways, this is the goat one. So let's give away a couple masks here. Now, Goat's Trial is probably my least favorite, just because it's so easy to, like, fall off. Basically, there's this huge, like, Goron track, I guess, like this almost racetrack type thing. You would think it would be fun, but it's not. Basically, so yeah, I'm gonna get to the middle here, equip this, and then get over to here. Now, actually, there is a bit of a, like, a shortcut I'm gonna take that you're not supposed to be able to do. I'm gonna come off, get the thing off, the mask off, if I can English properly, and then I'm going to get that and that. I'm going to get to the very edge of this. I'm gonna turn around real quick, put that around, or put that down, and then I'm gonna turn around real quick again. And what that should do is that should blow, or do a big, like, long jump, and then I'll get over to here real quickly. And then what? I think at this point, nope, not that way. I need to go this way, and I believe it's down this way, and then I just need to, yeah, do a jump, and then I'll get to the heart piece. Or a few jumps, apparently. Did I get the direction wrong? Oh, no, it's just further this way. Okay, yeah, so there's where the heart piece is, so that's a quick way of getting there. You can also just kind of go down to this area, like that little platform there, and then do a bomb hover up to here, but that's just a little bit more risky, and I don't like doing that, so I didn't. Fight me. Okay. And then at this point, I just need to get to the exit, which... It's a little hard to remember where it is. I am not good at remembering that kind of thing, but I think... Oh yeah, it's just straight over that way. Never mind, that's not that complicated. I need to remember, or need to make sure I avoid that little like, the pulsating circle on the ground, because that will send you back to the beginning. So now that I'm in here, I can just give away 2 more of my masks, and then we can get out of this horrible place. So yeah. And now, another thing that I just want to bring up about these guys, they ask, like, these weirdly profound questions after you give them all these masks. Like this guy, for instance. He asks, what makes you happy? Okay, that's, like, the least profound of all of them, I guess. But, like, still, like, all of them they just ask these, like, weird questions like that, and it's like, why? I mean, I kind of like that they do that, but, like, it always confused me why they asked them. But it definitely makes this game, like, a lot more... I don't really know how to describe it, but, like, it's cool. Anyways, enough gushing about that. So now we just need to give away 3 more masks. This is Twin Molds, Arena, not Arena. Twin Molds, excuse me, can I... There we go. Okay, I've accidentally canceled out. But yeah, this Twin Molds Trial, I guess it's called, is actually probably my favorite, simply because of the stuff that there is in, like, the speed run. It's a really cool one. It's basically supposed to be a battle type thing. Like, you fight a bunch of mini bosses that you've fought before, but there's some interesting, like, glitches that you can use to your advantage here, which of course I will be doing. So right off the bat here, I'm just going to come into the first room. There isn't anything we can... Well, I mean, we have to beat this guy, but this guy's literally really easy. And I'm going to just be using the this thing right here because it literally takes 1 hit and then he's dead. So the Great Fairy's Sword, it's really useful in this area. And then... Was it this one? I'm going to try it. So basically, I'm going to play this Song of Storms for this Gossip Stone, and what that does is that gives me a fairy. But I don't want the fairy, I don't care, so I'm going to go into the next room. Now I might not have... Okay, I think I did need to do that. Or maybe I didn't, maybe it was a different... Maybe it's the next... Oh yeah, it's the next room, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, it's definitely the next room. Okay, I was getting confused. So anyways, just a few spin attacks there will kill this guy. So yeah, forget that I played the Song of Storms for the previous thing right there. I'm going to play the Song of Storms for the next Gossip Stone, and that one will make a difference. Okay, so let's just use the hook shot to get up here. Is that gonna hit? No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, sometimes the hitboxes on those things are a little bit big. But anyways, so now we can play the Song of Soaring, apparently. That's not what I wanted to play. Okay, let me try that again. Jeez, I am not playing well today. I mean, am I really playing well any day? Let's ask the real question there. Okay, so that will spawn a fairy out of this one. And then when I come into the next room, you're not gonna notice anything different. But, well, actually you might. You'll see that there's that ladder that's right there. That ladder isn't supposed to appear until actually on the wall there, you see there's like a bombable wall, or at least it looks out of place. You can blow it up and then there's a switch behind it. If you hit that switch, the ladder falls. But the ladder's there already, and it's not supposed to be. So basically what that meant, or the reason that works is the Gossip Stone that I played the Song of Storms for, when it spit out a fairy, it set a temporary flag in the game's code that basically tells the game, if you play Song of Storms again, don't spawn another fairy. But because the game reuses flags, because, like, you can't just have, like, a temporary flag for every single thing, otherwise the game would be way too large, like the game's file, it would need way too many values, so it reuses a bunch of values. But in this case, they, like, reused the wrong ones or whatever, and so by setting the value to whatever number, we'll just say 1 for this instance, but by setting the value of the Gossip Stone to 1, when I entered this room, it took a look at what temporary values or temporary flags had been set, and it realized, oh, okay, so this one's already set to 1, so whatever is corresponding to this value, I need to already have done, which is this ladder, and so I can... so it's already there now. Now, of course, I can't actually skip fighting this guy, despite the fact that that ladder is there now, because there is still a thing... there's a door that I need to unlock up at the top, and you do that by beating this guy. And there wasn't really any way behind that, or way around that, so... It's a little unfortunate, but oh well. Come on. There we go. Okay, so now that I've killed that guy, the door will open, and I can proceed. And I'm going to do exactly what I did in the last room, in this room as well. There are 2 Gossip Stones up at the top, and I'm going to play Song of Storms for one of them. And that is going to do the exact same sort of thing, and it's going to reuse a flag in the room after this one, and something that shouldn't be done will be done already. And I will just be able to progress without having done any of that. And it's actually really nice that it works out that way, because in this room, it's actually very annoying, because you'll notice the door there is already unlocked. It's normally supposed to be locked, and what you're supposed to do is that right there. Wait, what? Hold on, what? There's supposed to be because normally there's supposed to be like a bombable wall over it, and you're supposed to like time a bomb shoe to blow up right then, and then you're supposed to shoot that switch with a fire arrow, but hold on. Was maybe because I played the Song of Storms for the very first one, maybe that's the flag that gets reused or something. That is weird. I didn't even know that. That's cool. But yeah, as you can see, like, there's some weird stuff going on with like flags and whatnot. So yeah, that's really cool. Actually, I learned something new. Okay, or maybe I just am completely mental and that's not actually what happened. But whatever. So yeah, now we're just gonna give this guy 4 more masks. Man, this guy's like really greedy. He just wants a lot of masks. Like, what are you even gonna use these masks for? You only ever wear the one that you have on right now. Come on. Okay, anyways. It's not like I use the masks either, but whatever. So now that's, what's this guy ask? Your true face. What kind of face is it? See, this is the kind of like profound I'm talking about. It's like, no kid is going to look at that and like, really understand what it's asking, I guess. Which is, I don't know, it just adds to the mysterious nature of this game or something. Whatever. I said I was gonna stop gushing about this. But anyways, we have one more guy to talk to here, so let's talk to this guy. This is the Adolwa one. And this is also my least favorite trial. I just don't like this one that much either. But yeah, this one is mostly just annoying because it's really easy to fall off. There's basically, you're supposed to get over like this huge void right here, and there are like some spinning platforms that you can get onto. And like, it's just so easy to fall into the void, especially in like the speedrun, because you do a bunch of hovers in this area. And so like, I'm going to start off by not going for that because I went a little bit too late. I don't actually even know what like the fastest way through this area is. I think this might be it. I think I need to get into this guy right here, because the thing. Did I mention it was easy to fall off here? Basically, okay, I don't think I ever actually mentioned it, but those orange flowers, the orange deku flowers, actually shoot you twice as high, or something along those lines. It's a lot higher than these normal pink ones do. And so you're supposed to... What was that? I grab onto the ledge and then I fall off? Did I mention that this area is really dumb? You know what, I'm just gonna cut until I get to basically the heart piece. Okay, I'm finally in this orange flower, and now I can just pop out of it. As you can see, you go like really high. And then you can, you also can travel about twice as far, or something along those lines, and that's really nice. But what's not so nice is that this orange flower, you can't actually make it over to that platform with this orange flower. It's really, really annoying, and I don't get why they did it that way, and it bothers me. But anyways, so what I'm just going to do right here is I'm going to do a hover over this this gap, because, I mean, I bought these explosives, I might as well use them. So hopefully I can do this. Okay, and it just takes a bunch of bomb shoes. I don't actually know how many bomb shoes it's going to take, but yeah, this is pretty much the best place to hover from. All of the other, like, if you tried hovering from any other platform, it would actually be a lot harder, because there are, like, the wall gets really close, and like there are those trees that are in the middle there. Ooh, I'm like I hovered way too long. But yeah, like there are those trees there, and the bomb shoe will like latch onto those, and so it's really annoying. So it just makes it a little easier to hover there. But anyways, there's this one last mask that we have to give away, and that will be all of the masks that aren't transformation masks. And that is the requirement that we needed to do to get the Fierce Deity Mask. So now that we've done all of that, as you can see, we also got the last heart piece, and so we have all 20 hearts. And then I'm just going to go over and one last time roll over to the middle tree, where there is one more guy, the guy wearing Majora's Mask, right in the middle. So yeah, this guy right here. And I'm going to talk to him, and then he's just going to be like, wow, you're kind of poor. You don't have any masks. So he gives you the Fierce Deity Mask, which, I mean, Yeah, it's pretty obvious. I mean, everybody knows this is like a really overpowered mask, and it really is. Like, honestly, fighting Majora without the Fierce Deity Mask is actually kind of a challenge. Like, I've done it before, and I've done it before with like 4 hearts or something. It's hard. It's actually really hard. But with the Fierce Deity Mask, it's such a breeze. Literally, like, it's so easy. Especially because the Fierce Deity Mask has a few aspects, or a few things to it. Basically, whenever I don't even think you need to be at full health, but whenever you do a stab, it will like shoot this beam out, and that beam basically just wrecks Majora. Like, it completely destroys Majora. And it's like, just by using that beam alone, like, it's such an easy fight. Whereas normally, like, without, you'd have to use, like, the Zora to knock for this first phase, you would need to use the Zora mask to knock down, excuse me, lock on, please, there we go. Yeah, you would need to use Zora to knock it down, and plus it would take, like, twice as many hits. I forgot to mention that Fierce Deity Mask is, like, twice as powerful as the Great Fairy's Sword, or whatever, and it's, like, actually, I'm not so sure about that, but it's, like, ridiculously powerful. And as you can see, like, after... Oh, I guess I need to do one more hit. But, like, normally it would take, I think, 4 hits or something using light arrows, which also... Light arrows are quite powerful against Majora. But, I just took him down in 3 hits, and that was the first phase done. This second phase is definitely the zanier of all of the phases. Incarnation always just kind of runs around, and actually, Incarnation only has one attack, which is that right there. It kind of shoots a bunch of like little orbs, kind of like the other masks do. But like, he moonwalks, he runs around, does like pirouettes. Like, what? I don't even know why they did this, but I'm glad they did. Because like, I know a lot of times throughout this game I've said like, I don't know why they did this kind of stuff, but I will completely admit that I'm glad that they did do it like that, because yeah, sure, some games might be super weird, like this one, but the weirdness kind of, like, makes the game, and it makes it what it is. It makes it cool, and that's definitely one thing that I really like about this game as well, is just the randomness of it, like, just how weird everything is. And it's cool. But anyways, we're basically done the game. Literally, right there. Right there, that is the final boss, that is the game done. That's fantastic. So yeah, that's Majora's Mask, beaten 100% using a bunch of glitches. I probably could show a few more glitches. I don't know actually, I showed all of the ones that I know of offhand, and like even after a little bit of researching, there definitely are more glitches to look at. But if you want to learn more about like just any random glitches in this game, I would specifically, I'll put a few links in the description to some really good glitch hunters of this game. Just offhand, there's Kita or Kaztalek. There's glitches and stuff. There's Seedborn. Those are three at least like main ones that I know of that are like really good. They've found so much stuff, and there's like some really ridiculous stuff that I'm not gonna go into because it's like ridiculously complicated and I can't pull it off or anything. And plus they already have videos on it, so I would definitely recommend going and checking those out if you want to see some more crazy glitches from this game. And that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for that. I'm not going to be showing the entirety of the credits because it's just too long, and so, I mean, this video is already like over half an hour long, but anyways, so now I get to thank everybody. So yes, I want to thank everybody, all of you guys, for just being patient with you. I know this series took a very long time to finish, and I do apologize for that, but it's done now, and hopefully anything I do in the future won't take as long. But yeah, thank you guys for being patient. I want to also thank pretty much everybody who's hung out on my stream over the past like 2 years and just kept consistently encouraging me to keep this going. I probably wouldn't be done without that encouragement, so I want to thank you guys so much for that. There are too many of you to name, but yes, I want to thank you guys for that. And then I also want to thank some people from the Majora's Mask Discord who, or I guess just the Majora's Mask speedrunning Discord in general, just for helping me out with a bunch of, like, teaching me a bunch of the glitches, especially towards the end of the series. Because, yeah, there were some that I just couldn't figure out myself, and then I talked to some people in the Majora's Mask speedrunning Discord, and they helped me out. So, yeah, I want to thank people for that. And I want to thank the people who made this route, which I can't remember exactly who did it, but this is a really old route at this point. It's like a couple years old or something. But I guess I also want to thank NOP112 for I copied the route off of his PB video back when it was his PB like 2 years ago. But I want to thank him for that. And then that's basically all I wanted to thank. Oh, one more thing. I also want to thank everybody who I used remixes of in the end cards for the videos, because all of the songs that I used were video game song remixes from a bunch of my favorite musicians and some people that I'd never heard of that I just gone and looked for. So yes, I would definitely recommend checking all of them out. I left links in all of the videos to each of their channels, or at least the video that I took the song from. So yeah, I want to just thank all of them for that. They're all amazing people. Go check them out. And with that, thank you once more for watching this whole series. The series will end here. I will not have any more bonus videos for this one. But well, unless maybe if I want to make another glitch episode later, I might do that, but as of right now, I have no plans for it. But anyways, thank you guys one last time for watching again, and I will see you guys in whatever I do next. Bye!